Hello and welcome back to lesson 3 in our conversation lesson series. In the previous lesson, we talked about visiting a doctor and how to explain your symptoms naturally, just like any fluent English speaker. Now, if you have missed that lesson, there's a link in the description. In today's lesson, we are learning how to talk about your weekend in a casual and natural way, just like how advanced English speakers do. The theme of today's lesson is weekend catch up with colleagues. You will listen to a conversation between Ria and Ellie, where they catch up about their weekend near the office coffee machine. First, as usual, you will listen to a dialogue between Ria and Ellie. Pay attention to all the highlighted words and phrases. And later, we will decode all of them. Ready to begin? Let's jump into the conversation.
Hey, morning, Ria.
Ellie, hey. Morning. What's up?
So, how was your weekend?
Honestly, it was so therapeutic. I went for a long walk with no phone. Just me and my thoughts.
Oh, I love that. Mine was pretty wholesome, actually. I spent the Saturday baking.
Aw, that sounds lovely. Sunday was super tranquil for me. I read a book by the window with chai, no noise, no drama, just me.
Oh, I needed that. I just had to blow off steam, you know? So I went bowling on Sunday with friends. Loud music, bad dancing, total fun.
I love it.
And you know, I literally got home and just crashed. Didn't even change. Straight into the bed.
Well, last night, I just listened to music, just to wind down before today. I see. That's nice. But Monday came too fast, right? And the Monday madness has already begun. I'll catch up with you soon.
Did you enjoy the conversation? Isn't it interesting how Ria and Ellie use natural expressions to talk about their weekend? Now, if you don't know some of those words and phrases they used, don't worry. I'll explain what they mean and give you some everyday examples so you can start using them naturally and confidently. Here's the first word, therapeutic. Therapeutic. Let's go back and listen how it was used in the conversation.
So, how was your weekend?
Honestly, it was so therapeutic. I went for a long walk with no phone, just me and my thoughts.
Oh, I love that.
First, let's understand its pronunciation. It's therapeutic. The stress is on pu, therapeutic. Say it with me, therapeutic. Great. Now let me start by asking you a question. Whenever you feel stressed or sad, have you ever done something that made you feel better? Not just physically, but also emotionally. Maybe you decided to go for a long walk or talk to a friend, and suddenly you felt more relaxed and calm. Now that feeling is called therapeutic. You don't always need a doctor or pills to feel better. Sometimes simple things like listening to music, painting, being with your friends, or even just sitting by the sea watching waves can be therapeutic. Won't you agree? Here are some examples of how you would use it in your everyday conversations. After a long day at work, a hot shower is therapeutic. It washes away all my stress. Talking to my best friend is always therapeutic. She listens so patiently and I feel lighter afterwards. I find painting very therapeutic. It helps me relax whenever I'm feeling anxious. I love to cook as I find it extremely therapeutic and gets me into a good mood. In short, therapeutic means something that helps you feel better and more relaxed mentally, emotionally, or even physically. Now, why don't you use therapeutic and drop a sentence in the comments? It will help you remember this word better. With that, now let's move on to the next word in the dialogue. Wholesome. But first, listen in how it was used in the conversation.
Oh, I love that. Mine was pretty wholesome, actually. I spent the Saturday baking.
Aw, that sounds lovely.
Now you know how some things make you smile, like watching a cute video of a puppy helping a kitten.
Woof woof. Meow.
Or when someone is being really kind and helping someone in need.
Let me help you with those.
Oh, thank you, dear. That's very kind of you.
And you know, it just feels nice to see. That's what we mean when we say something is wholesome. Wholesome is used to describe something that's good for you. Not just in a healthy way, but in a feel good, pure, or a positive way. Now, doing or seeing something makes your heart happy. We can use this word to talk about actions, people, conversations, or even content that just feels good to watch. Take a look at these examples. Spending time in nature is a wholesome activity. I enjoy doing it with my family. The movie was wholesome. No violence, no drama, just a sweet story about family and friendship. We had a wholesome weekend. No phones, just games, home cooked meals, and talking around the dinner table. There's something wholesome about kids helping each other without being told. It's so pure and sweet. In short, wholesome means something is pure, good for your health, making you feel happy and peaceful from inside. What do you find to be wholesome? Let me know in the comments. And we move on to the next word. Tranquil. Tranquil. First, let's listen in how Ria used it in the conversation.
Aw, that sounds lovely. Sunday was super tranquil for me. I read a book by the window with chai, no noise, no drama, just me.
Have you ever sat by a quiet lake or walked through a peaceful garden where everything felt so calm and still? No loud noises, no stress, just peace and quiet all around you. Now that feeling is what we call tranquil. Tranquil means very calm, quiet, peaceful. It's often used to describe places, but it can also be used to describe a person, a moment, or even a feeling. Take a look at these examples. His face looked tranquil, like he had no worries in the world. The tranquil sound of the waves helped her fall asleep. The baby finally fell asleep and the house became tranquil. She has a tranquil voice that makes you feel relaxed when she talks. So next time when you want to describe a feeling or a place that helps you feel relaxed, use the word tranquil to describe it. Alright, moving on. We have a phrase that was used in the dialogue. To blow off steam. Let's quickly listen in.
Oh, I needed that. I just had to blow off steam, you know? So I went bowling on Sunday with friends. Loud music, bad dancing, total fun.
It's quite an interesting phrase. It means to do something that helps you get rid of strong feelings like stress, anger, or frustration. Now, people often blow off steam by doing physical activities or talking to friends or engaging in hobbies that help them release tension and feel better or return to their normal state. So in short, it is used to talk about releasing that build up energy in a harmless way, so you feel more relaxed and calm. Here are some examples. After a tiring and stressful day at work, I like to go to the gym to blow off some steam. She went for a long run to blow off steam after the argument. Playing video games helps him blow off steam when he feels annoyed. Sometimes you need to blow off steam instead of keeping everything bottled up. Now, bottled up means to keep everything inside you, not release it or not share it. Alright, let's move on to the next word. Crash. Does it mean a car crash? Well, no. First, let's see how it was used in the dialogue.
I love it.
And I literally got home and just crashed. Didn't even change. Straight into the bed.
Now, the word crash is a slang word, and it means to fall asleep quickly or pass out from exhaustion. Now, it doesn't mean that you actually fall on the floor. It just means you're so tired that you fall asleep right away. Like an exhausted baby, or like a phone's battery that's dead and needs recharging. Take a look at these sentences. After working a double shift, I came home and just crashed on the sofa. It means I just lied down and went to sleep. The kids crashed as soon as their head hit the pillow after a long day at the amusement park. I didn't even eat dinner. I just crashed when I got home last night. She was so exhausted from traveling for a week that she crashed for straight 12 hours. Does it happen to you? When you're extremely tired, you just crash? Well, let me know in the comments. In short, crash means to fall asleep very quickly because you're extremely tired. And with that, we move on to the last phrase in our lesson. Wind down. But first, let's listen in.
Well, last night, I just listened to music, just to wind down before today.
I see. That's nice.
Now, wind down is a phrasal verb, and the pronunciation is wind and not wind. It's wind down. Now, wind down means to slowly relax after being active, busy, or stressed for a long time. You're not stopping suddenly. You're gradually calming down. Like a spinning fan, when you turn it off, that slows down bit by bit. Now, we often use this phrase when we are finishing a long day or ending a busy event or just trying to relax and take it easy. Take a look at these examples. Before bed, I like to read a book to wind down. The party started to wind down around midnight as people slowly left. He likes to listen to soft music to wind down in the evenings. My sister does yoga every evening to wind down after a busy day. In short, wind down means to relax and slow down, especially after being active or stressed. It's all about gently shifting to the relaxed mode. You can let me know in the comments, what do you do to wind down after a busy day? Alright, we looked at some amazing words and phrases that you can use in your everyday conversations. Now that you know the meaning of all the new vocabulary and phrases from the dialogue, I want you to listen to the dialogue one more time. But this time, instead of focusing on the highlighted words, focus on how these words are used in context and used so naturally in the conversation.
Hey, morning, Ria.
Ellie, hey. Morning. What's up?
So, how was your weekend?
Honestly, it was so therapeutic. I went for a long walk with no phone. Just me and my thoughts.
Oh, I love that. Mine was pretty wholesome, actually. I spent the Saturday baking.
Aw, that sounds lovely. Sunday was super tranquil for me. I read a book by the window with chai, no noise, no drama, just me.
Oh, I needed that. I just had to blow off steam, you know? So I went bowling on Sunday with friends. Loud music, bad dancing, total fun.
I love it.
And you know, I literally got home and just crashed. Didn't even change. Straight into the bed.
Well, last night, I just listened to music, you know, just to wind down before today. I see. That's nice. But Monday came too fast, right? And the Monday madness has already begun. I'll catch up with you soon. Bye.
Wasn't it easy to relate to the dialogue this time? Because you knew the meaning of all the highlighted words and phrases. Did you notice how easy and natural these phrases sound when you use them in the right context? This is what our Real English Conversation series is all about. Learning practical, everyday English that actually helps you speak naturally and fluently. Well, that's all for today. If you enjoyed this lesson, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends who actually need English practice. I'm going to see you very soon with the next part of this lesson series. Until then, as usual, keep learning and keep practicing English. Bye for now.